The following is a production of the Minnesota Sports Radio Network.
Hut! Hamilton brings it to the outside. Hamilton will go in for a penalty touchdown.
Dead line going at the end zone. Touchdown. Tracy Milroy-Valentin.
We kept it. Deacon back into the end zone. Touchdown.
Goes deep down the middle. Wide open. Jake Holt. Holt got it. He's in the corner. Inside the 20. 10. Touchdown window.
Near sideline. Marches to the 40. To the 30. To the 20. To the 10. To the end zone. It's a Fairmont Cardinals.
Quarterback sneaks. Swenson ahead. He's in. Touchdown. Blackjacks sitting and taking the lead.
Now Hafley brings a tackle. Tyler Hafley running for the end zone. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Sleepy eye.
Here we go to the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown Huskies. Brian won it. Can you give them 6?
Line him up.
Hello, football fans, and welcome to Minnesota Sports Radio's presentation of the Prep Football Week in Review. I'm Ryan Phelps, broadcasting all across the Minnesota Sports Radio Network and streaming on the web at minnesotascores.net. That's minnesota-scores.net. Just 2 games left in the 2015 regular season, and every game is important with section seating on the line. Also, several district championships will be decided tonight, so let's get started as we fire up the Friday Night Lights.
Max set him up. We got first down.
It's week 7, and our countdown to kickoff coverage begins with our top matchups, and we've got 3 battles of the unbeatens. Otter Tail Central is at Breckenridge, Underwood travels to Hillcrest Lutheran, and for the first time ever, Tri-City United is at Marshall. KMHL Radio's Aaron Zemer joins us to preview the first matchup in what could evolve into a great rivalry.
The big matchup in the South Central District tonight features a pair of unbeaten teams, Marshall and Tri-City United. The Titans come in ranked 5th in Class 3A, while Marshall's ranked 4th in Class 4A. Both teams have been running over their district opponents so far. TCU's given up just 33 points on the season and has an average margin of victory of 44.8 to 5.5. But talk about scoring margin. The Tigers are outscoring their opponents 316-7 on the season. Still, Tigers coach Terry Ballman expects a battle.
We've been actually waiting for this one since we saw them at USD team camp. We didn't get the opportunity to play them because we were scheduled for a regular season game, but we could tell there they had a good football team, and we thought we were going to have a good football team. So, they come in with a lot of size, 330 at a D tackle spot, 310 at a D tackle spot, and both those guys play offensive guards.
Kickoff is at 7 from Southwest Minnesota State University in Marshall. I'm Aaron Zemer on the Minnesota Sports Radio Network.
Thank you, Aaron. Tri-City United at 6-0 is off to their best start in school history. Of course, they're only 4 years old after Montgomery Lonsdale merged with Lee Center to form TCU. Quarterback Trevor Smisek has passed for 672 yards and 9 touchdowns. 5 of those TDs to Jackson Fedema, the other 4 to Carter Rinda. Leading rusher Aaron Shamal has 610 yards and 9 touchdowns as well. Marshall and Tri-City United both part of the list of 39 teams still undefeated. St. Paul Central was on that list last week, but they are undefeated no more, as the Minutemen were forced to forfeit 2 games for use of an ineligible player. St. Paul Central started the season 6-0, but retroactively forfeited victories against Minneapolis Southwest and North. Twin Cities District Chair Eric Brever confirmed both games now count as Central losses. With the forfeit win now, Minneapolis North goes from 5-1 back to undefeated at 6-0. Eden Prairie has won 36 straight, tied for 9th best all-time with Caledonia, who won 36 in a row from 2011 to 13. Hutchinson won 37 straight from 2012 to 14. With a win tonight at Shakopee, Eden Prairie will move into a 2-way tie for 8th with Hutch at 37 straight wins. Similarly, Grand Meadow is tied for 12th all-time with Olivia, who won 28 games in a row from 1969 to 72. Grand Meadow faces Houston tonight at home as they look for their 29th straight win. The only long winning streak that could be in jeopardy tonight is Rochester Lourdes. They've won 18 in a row and head to Plainview Elgin Millville in Week 7. The Bulldogs are 4-2. And great to see the long losing streaks continue to be snapped. It's happened every week this season. The longest of the year came back in Week 2 when Staples Motley ended a 39-game skid. The most recent was International Falls, as the Broncos beat Virginia 28-14 last Friday, ending the 15-game winless streak. Might be a tough week to see another one come to an end. Best bet, probably Russell Tyler Ruth, and they've lost 27 in a row, and tonight host 1-5 Murray County Central. Don't go anywhere, folks. There's still plenty more coming up on the Prep Football Week in Review, as we look at a couple of old-timers being honored and a football team helping those with special needs. Stick around.
You're listening to Ryan Phelps.
I'm gonna hang by the bar. Put out the vibe.
On the Minnesota Sports Radio Network.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey, but people in this town call me Maniac. They call me that because I'm the fastest runner in town. But just because everyone knows who I am doesn't mean I belong. I don't really belong anywhere. You see, I'm an orphan, and I wander the streets just looking for a place that I can truly call home. My name is Maniac McGee, and I'm all alone. Explore new worlds. Read my story in the novel Maniac McGee by Jerry Spinelli. For other great book ideas, visit your local library or log on to literacy.gov. Brought to you by the Library of Congress and the Ad Council.
I'm going to the hardware store.
Oh, will you pick up 800 lumen bulbs?
800 more flowers? The neighbors will think we're wacky.
Not flower bulbs, light bulbs.
Come on, Dad. Lumens tell you how bright the bulb is. We can replace our 60-watt bulbs with energy-saving bulbs that give off about 800 lumens.
So, we'll save money.
Right.
Got it. 800 lumens and more savings.
Lumens, the new way to shop for light. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Nurse, I need you to apply pressure to the head wound until I can get to it. I'm concerned she's lost too much blood.
Oh, no.
You in the corner, who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
She's my girlfriend, Doctor.
You need to wait out in the waiting room.
Please, Doctor, I want to stay with her.
Look, she's been badly injured. So if you want to do what's best for her, you need to let us do our work.
Please, Doctor, she has to be okay. I didn't mean to do this. I love her.
Wait a second. You were the driver?
Yes, but I didn't mean to. I swear, we went to dinner. I was just buzzed. I only had a few drinks.
Just buzzed? Why didn't you tell us that? In that case, your girlfriend is fine.
Hey, sweetie. I feel great. You want to get out of here?
I can't believe this. Really, Doctor? She's really okay?
What, are you kidding? No, not really. Nurse, get me a suture kit. Stat.
Buzzed driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, the Ad Council, and this station.
You're listening to Minnesota Sports Radio.
Hello, and welcome to today's lottery drawing. Good luck. And here's today's winning numbers. First one up, it's not yours. Second one, not yours. And another number that's not yours. Okay, this is one number that's yours. It's a 5, but you don't get any money for that. And the final number is not yours.
Yep, so chances are you're not going to hit the lottery anytime soon. Don't get us wrong, the lottery can be fun every now and then. Just please don't rely on it for your future savings. How about this? Brew your own coffee at home instead of buying that latte every day. Brown bag it to work instead of ordering in. Ride your bike instead of buying all that gas. These changes alone can save you thousands a year. Thousands. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feed that piggy bank. Go to feedthepig.org for more free ideas on how to save. Feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
So you see, son, good manners are important. Should I go through it again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, and excuse me. Sit up straight, hold doors open, don't speak with your mouth full, keep your elbows off the table. Share your things, play nice, and generally treat others the way you'd like to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
And stop picking your nose.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Ryan Phelps.
I don't believe Ryan will stop. I think this game of domination is meaning so much to him.
On the Minnesota Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to this Week 7 edition of the Prep Football Week in Review. I'm Ryan Phelps.
I mean, the rumor is that they've got 9 players that have already signed Division I letters of intent. They are a very, very good football team, people.
Longtime Pioneer Press sports writer Greg Long used to be a standout high school football quarterback at Minneapolis Central before graduating in 1964. Earlier this week, he was one of 5 individuals that was inducted into the Minnesota Old Timers Football Hall of Fame. The 44th annual banquet also inducted St. Paul Central's Tom Barnes and Bill Zucco, St. Thomas Academy's Jerry Brown, and South St. Paul's Steve Duty. Kind of a neat story here. The Stillwater football team hosted its 9th annual adapted football game last week. The game followed the Ponies' homecoming victory over Woodbury the night before. The varsity players helped fellow students with special needs run through the tunnel starting line and out onto the open field where the kids worked on throwing and catching and running some routes. Stillwater head football coach Bo Labor said, "We had them catching touchdown passes and kicking a field goal and otherwise messing around." In other news, Cretin-Durham Hall High School was presented with a Golden Football by the National Football League last week. The award was presented by 1994 Cretin grad Matt Burke. He played with the Vikings and won a Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens. He is currently the NFL's Director of Development. Cretin-Durham Hall has produced 4 players that have played on Super Bowl teams. In addition to Burke, you've got Marcus Freeman, class of 2002, Derek Engler from 1992, and Corbin Lucina, a 1989 grad. And one final note before we go, the only date for seeding football teams will be on Saturday, October 10th, starting at approximately 8 a.m. Regardless of when your team plays during Week 8, we must have all of the games in the state completed before seeding can be done. There are 2 reasons for that. The tiebreaker margin will not be finalized until after all games are played. And 2, even though your team is done on Wednesday, some of your opponents and opponents' opponents may not be done until Friday. We will be running a QRF calculation after Wednesday and Thursday games to help give teams that have played a better idea of where they sit, but the final seeds will not be released until after the Saturday calculation. So check out the statewide scoreboard at our website, minnesotascores.net, and make sure that we have your Week 8 score. And that'll do it for this Week 7 edition of the Prep Football Week in Review. Don't forget, for more coverage, you can check out our website, minnesotascores.net. That's minnesota-scores.net. And we'll be back on the air tonight after your game with After the Game, broadcasting live every game night from 9:30 to 11. We'll break down scores and highlights from all across the state. It should be another gorgeous night under the Friday night lights, so get out and check out a game in your area. And until next time, this is Ryan Phelps saying so long from the Minnesota Sports Studios.
In the bottom of the 10, Brett Gravel is the hero.
Catch all of the action all season long on your home for Southwest Metro Sports. PSB Media.
Brady Shue up from his defense. We'll leave it for Graham. Graham works his way and scores in overtime. Michael Graham with the game.
Game time is coming up next.
Welcome to PSBMN's production of Friday Night Lights Tonight. We come to you live from the Stardome in Richfield, Minnesota, where the Academy of Holy Angels hosts Bloomington Kennedy. I am Brian Whitey. I'll be on the play-by-play call, joined by Brett Johnson and Kevin Ford on the camera. Tonight we got a matchup of the Stars from Academy of Holy Angels, 4-2 coming into tonight in the Suburban District. They are currently ranked third, and the Bloomington Kennedy Eagles at 1-5 in the Suburban District. Getting ready for kickoff here on a chilly night in Richfield. We are broadcasting live from the stands at about the 42-yard line. As you can hear above me, we are sitting below, right below a speaker. So today you're going to be hearing lots of chatter.
It's senior night too, in case you forgot.
Had a nice production of all the seniors lined up out in front as the kickoff is off. And it's a short one. A little squib kick up the middle to the 30, picked up by number 7, Nicholas Badwa. He's brought down at about the 35-yard line.
First opportunity to see Bloomington Kennedy's offense. Brian, you mentioned 1-5 this season. Pretty much a one-trick pony as far as what you can expect. If Simmons can have a big game and they can control the pace, control the line, then they have an opportunity. But
Eagles will begin first and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Number 8, Scott Cameron at quarterback.
Out onto the field for the Eagles in motion is number 20, Simmons. And he's going to be taken out right away. That looks like it was number 28, Andre Lau. Kevin, as you mentioned, the Eagles are really led by Max Simmons, running back for them. Last game against Orono, the Eagles lost 57-28. But Simmons, he had a great game, 17 rushes, 145 yards, 3 touchdowns in that game, in which they ended up losing. So right now, second and 10. Handed off to Simmons as he tries to run up the middle, maybe got a couple of yards.
Yeah, you're watching on the early couple of downs here for the Holy Angels defense, which is
Max
pretty
Simmons
good
on the
up
carry,
front
number 20.
And pretty well
Gain
disciplined.
of about 2 will bring up 3rd and 9.
Good sure-handed tackling